Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon. We are here in Fleming Island at the home of the Sam Villa. Sam, thank you so much for inviting us here. We're just so honored.
Well, Maggie, it's a pleasure and honor having Modern Salon. And if you're not subscribing to Modern Salon, what are you waiting for?
And subscribing to?
Sam Villa Hair, of course.
Of course. And Sam has really, he's one of those guys who has bridged the gap from the people who are just coming up in the industry who have phenomenal social media followings, but also you're an icon in the industry. You've been educating for decades, but you have a huge social media following on YouTube, Instagram, the whole shebang. And that's why we're here, Sam. We want to know from you, we want to get your tips. Just start spewing them out. Tell us how we can grow our own social media followings.
Well, first of all, it's not an option. I think in today's world, it's a necessity to really get on board the whole social digital bandwagon. If you're not doing it, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Let me just share this with you. There's a company out there that has taken over the theater industry, and they don't own any brick and mortar. They're called Netflix. There's a company out there that's taken over the taxi industry. They don't own a single taxi, and they're called Uber. So the world is changing. So as salon owners, you have to think about, okay, embrace the social world, because how are you going to use that to grow your business? Because I really believe that it's grown my business and it's grown my brand.
That's so great. Okay, so the nitty gritty, even like Uber and Netflix, what are the things? They do things differently, obviously, from the salon industry. What are the things that we have to do in the salon industry to grow our own followings?
Well, first of all, do you ask yourself, do you have a Facebook page? Do you have an Instagram page? I think that's important. What I love about it and what I highly recommend to salon owners is make it a community with your team. In other words, what you want to do is you want to go out there and you want to use your team as a means of filming them actually doing little tips and tricks that are going to help the consumer at home. And those are the things you're posting to build your salon business. That's important. And the other thing is this, is that you're promoting your people inside of the salon. So maybe once a week, someone on your team is responsible saying, okay, we're going to film you placing in a ponytail, teaching the consumer how to do it, place in a ponytail, etc. So you're promoting and you're building your stylist at the chair. So you can see it has a lot of different avenues and ways that you could use it. I think one of the best ways to use it right now in today's world is use it at the end of a service, especially with a new client when you're doing a blow dry. It's time to do the tutorial. Film the tutorial. Grab the client's phone and say, can I borrow your phone? I'm going to film me doing a tutorial teaching you how to blow dry your hair, how to apply the product, and what product to use. So when you leave, all the information is on your phone. Now, can you imagine, salon owners? That's how today you grow your business. Instead of it just being words, it's visuals now that the consumer is really buying into. That's why the number one Google search is beauty. It's beauty and love. I think love, but beauty is big. So think about that. People are coming into there. They see one little thing that you do. It's helped me out. They see one little thing they do. What do? They go say, well, I think I need that tool to go do that. So I'm going to go to his website, link it to the website. Boom, sold. So Maggie, there's so many ways that you can use it. Yet I think we need to talk about how do you use it.
Okay, well, let's talk about Instagram Live and IGTV. Are you using them, and are you using them effectively?
We are getting involved in IGTV now. We're just starting to take a look at that and getting involved. Instagram, I think we're using it very effectively. I think that, it's about having a team. Like people say, Sam, how do you keep up with it? Well, obviously, I don't do it all the time myself. Yes, I get on there, and yes, I'll respond. But let's face it, you need a team of people. It depends upon what game do you want to play. How much do you want to up your game in the social game? So if you really want to up it and you want to get started, then it's a matter of being consistent. I don't suggest you post 4, 5, 6 times a day. It's just overwhelming. I suggest you really in the beginning start to create one good post. As you grow, create 2 really good, effective posts that you're posting on a daily basis. IGTV is definitely going to be big. You're going to see that in Instagram. I think it's going to be the wave of the future. And then again, that's video. Video is becoming the best means of communication right now. In terms of, I'm seeing people even rather than rather than send an email, they videotape themselves and they send the videotape instead of an email. It's because it has a lot more personal touch to it. Imagine that. And it can be a little bit more authentic than an email can.
Okay, so let's talk about that. In a video, what is the best length of time for the salon audience?
Well, let's go to the studio, and let me set you up in the studio, and let's show you some things in the studio where I actually make things happen. And a lot of times what happens is when an idea comes to me, then I'll take that idea and I'll run with it and go to the studio and start working on that idea. So follow me through here, and we'll work our way to the studio.
Well, first we have to walk through the Hall of Fame. And right here, you see Modern Salon right here. Again, we're in Sam's home.
Yes.
And this is his very special hallway to the photo studio, and it's really cool because he has, you're really smart. You know, you celebrate things with your success.
Well, Maggie, I really do believe in celebrate your wins. And when I walk by this, it's gratifying. It really makes me that all the hard work that I've been doing for 42 years, that's right, my wife reminded me about a month ago, hey, make sure you need to tell Maggie it's 42 years, not 35. I said, how do you know? She goes, go look at your diploma and you'll know. But 42 started when I was 1. Just want to clarify that.
So,
but yeah, Maggie, it's just really gratifying. It also reminds me of things, you know, where I've been and the things that I've done over the years, you know, going to London for so many years, doing a demonstration. This is how much I'd love to share. I would go to Salon International every year, and then I would share this. Now imagine this. This is now social. So this is social. So rather than doing a demonstration and start charging tickets, now I just post it on social, and it's so much an easier life.
and a Flashback Friday and a Throwback Thursday.
Yes,
And what's so cool about this is on the way to your so you're inspired as you go to your special studio.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And now we go into the studio here, and this is the studio itself.
So here we are in your studio. You took a room, and this is something you advise, that you have a dedicated space. It doesn't have to be a whole room, but to have a dedicated space in your salon or your suite that you do.
I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
All right. I'm just going to hand the microphone over to you and take us on a tour of your studio.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys, is number one, if you're going to do this right, salon owners, you have a dedicated space in your salon. A lot of salons are using step and repeats, and they're branded. I suggest we're moving away from step and repeats. So start to use something that has a little bit more character as a background. Backgrounds are critical. Number two is your lighting. Lighting is so critical. If you can get natural light and work with it, great. A lot of people are working with ring lights. Now, there's a problem with ring lights, and that's a problem for me because I wear glasses. So when you have a ring light, you're seeing these two white spots in my eyes. So basically, it's about learning how to work with lighting. I'm bouncing this ring light. It bounces off of the floor back up to me to give me the proper lighting. And then I'm working with 2 cameras. Now, I'm not suggesting you work with 2 cameras, guys. I'm just taking this a step further for you. I've got a Mevo camera, and then I'll use my iPhone, and I'll set up 2 different angles, and then we'll edit these videos, and we will make them look a little bit more professional, and they're probably about 3 to 7 minutes long. Now, you're probably saying, Sam, I don't have time to do that. Guys, make it authentic. It doesn't have to be professional. As long as what you're teaching or sharing with your consumer, your clients or professionals is relevant and you've got some good lighting, period. You don't need a camera, a big camera. You don't need a Mevo. You just need your iPhone. But lighting is critical. Backdrops. You can see I work with a white backdrop in this particular case. This is a whitewash. Sorry, Stephen, it's a whitewash, so I can use a dry eraser marker on this, or I use my flip chart, so I can actually write the heads on this or whatever message I might want to write. I do that. Now, how cool would it be if you did that at a salon? So you've got a whitewash board. Now, why are you saying that, Sam? Well, if I'm a client, I'm going to take the client over the board, and I'm actually going to draw out the head and say, look, here's what I'm going to do to your haircut, here's why. And then maybe you're filming that. And we are going to post that so that you encourage, this is what we do with our clients. So you can see I'm giving you some helpful hints here in terms of how you can build your social, but make it seem a little bit more authentic in terms of build the culture of the salon through your social. Build your associates, the people that you're training. Imagine when you're having that client filming the tutorial, who's holding it? If you have associates, let them hold it. Now what's happening with them? They're learning. But it's for the advantage of the client walking home with a tutorial, but the associate also learned. Now, do you go vertical or do you go horizontal? It all depends upon what you're doing in terms of that. So I keep my notes up on some of these. So let's take a look over here. And you can see here my notes. So Facebook, shoot horizontal, Instagram vertical, just depends what I'm doing, or sometimes I'll shoot Facebook vertical. Just depends upon what you're doing and where you're at and what it is that you're shooting. I'm seeing a lot of the news clips now on the news where a lot of people are taking videos and automatically go vertical. But if you notice, the news needs it in horizontal, so they fill on the sides. So it is possible to do that. But just remember, if you're going to go like YouTube, I suggest you stay on a horizontal. If you're going to go Instagram, I suggest you go vertical. Facebook, stay on a horizontal. But it just depends, guys, on what you're shooting there. But lighting is the most important thing. I think a lot of times, remember this too, you don't need models. Basically, what you need is just mannequins. You can teach with mannequins. So I have my mannequins all set and ready to go, and that's my training ground. It's my practice is mannequins. What's great in a salon is that you could be using the live clients as people that you're shooting to post. So I really believe that social is a means to grow your business, grow your clientele, grow your staff in terms of getting them out there and getting them for the consumers to know who they are. But social, don't miss it. And then the last thing I want to leave you with is social is great for us to learn, but I really want you to understand something. Live education is important. The computer can't touch your heart. Sam, everybody out there, Christopher Benson, Justin Isaac, Chris Barron, Chris Sorby, you name it, Mustafa, all those guys, you watch them, man. Watch Mustafa's hands, how those guys work. They're beautiful. Sometimes you miss that on the computer. So do me a favor. You love your industry, support your industry. Get yourself to the premier shows. Get yourself to the ABS show. Those are great marquee events that you can see. And guess what? You can ask questions. Remember, asking is a gift of receiving. And if you ask, you get that gift back. And sometimes on the computer, you can't ask. And not only that, guys, it's nice to get out there and network and see each other and us to embrace each other. Remember, there's plenty out there for everybody. It's up to you to go out and get it. And I suggest you go out and get it through social.